Hello, friends. My name is Jade Birch. I will be your pilot today. This is my associate Andrew Conkle. He will be my visual observer. And today we're doing my check ride for the Mavic drone. Okay, so let's get started. Firstly, I have my Part 107 certificate, and next, I have my drone registration. Okay, excellent. And now we'll go through our checklist. Okay, let's see. Approvals. I've got permissions. We checked out our airspace with the link system. We obtained our flight desk approval. Let's see, no waivers are required today. We're here on the Fox 6 property, out here with the Fox 6 garden behind me. I'm a gardening fan, so I chose the garden today, or what's left of it, or whatever the current state of our garden is now. We're going to use that as our flight target today. So the mission is to shoot various things in the garden and to see what kind of a shape it's in. Okay, area of operation. Today we'll be we're at the north edge of our parking lot, and our flight borders are going to be our fencing is going to help us out here. On the east border, we're not going to fly eastward of the fence line here to the east or to the north. Okay, so I have clear boundaries of where I'm going to fly. Same thing over here to the west. The fence of our helipad here. That's going to be our western border for our flight zone today. On the south zone is here at the parking lot. We're not going to fly south. We're going to take off from this spot, but we're not going to fly south back into the parking lot over the cars. So we're going to be self-contained right here in this grass zone right here. Weather, no factor today. We got a perfect day for flying. I have checked out skyvector.com. Today there are no TFRs in the area, no weather issues today. Let's talk about our fitness today. Andrew, have you had any alcohol in the last?
I have not.
Neither have I. Any medications lately?
No medications.
No medications here either. How's your stress level today?
Not stressed. Early in the day, everything's good.
Good. Get some breakfast coffee today?
Sure had early breakfast. Yep, I'm ready to go.
All right. It sounds like we're set. Okay. Once again, I am the PIC, pilot in command today. You're the visual observer. So your job is going to be to visually assist me in some areas back here in the garden where I might want to get close to some plants, so we'll do it that way. So we'll maintain a distance to where we can hear each other.
Okay.
So that's important. Let's see. So again, the mission goals today are going to be to isolate some different areas of the garden, which I believe are important, can be visually interesting for a potential story.
Okay.
So those are our goals. We know our boundaries. Let's inspect our aircraft.
All right.
Okay, DJI Mavic drone. Unpacking the Mavic. I've got a lens cover here. Nice to be a pain in the ass. There we go. Okay, and see that my lens is clean. All right, we'll take it. Holder off. I'm gonna inspect. One important thing that you want to do all the time is to inspect your, let's do this one first, sorry. this way first. Yep. We're gonna take a look at our rotor blades very closely. All right. So I'm looking for any type of imperfections, any little nicks, cracks, cracking, because these things don't last forever, and they are subject to getting hit by rocks and plants and stuff like that. Anything you might kick up. So I'm looking at each one to make sure, because if you don't want these things coming apart in flight, because if you do, you will have no control over your aircraft. So, Andrew, you want to take a look at that and kind of double check me on that?
Will do.
Okay.
Looking good. And then I'll say, you have your number out here, and we'll make sure it matches the registration.
Okay. Yeah, do have my FAA label here. Oh, maybe. Okay. And this bad boy does match. We'll go by the last four here. Whiskey Foxtrot Kilroy 3. That is my designation. So if I were to call something like flight service, I would tell them I'm Whiskey Foxtrot Kilroy 3. And they would know who I am. Your sensors down here. You have these sensors here. Keep track of your aircraft, where it is in space. And you want to make sure there's no dust, dirt, debris on there. Because you will, especially if you have to land on grass, you will kick up debris. So you want to make sure those are clear. So I think we're good as far as aircraft. Well, let me look and see. I do have SD card in, so that's good.
Yep.
Okay. Make sure my doors close all the way. Okay. Batteries, that's another subject. All right. Okay, I got 3 batteries available today. There's one charge. I don't know if you can see that in the sun. Okay. There's the second one. Okay. All charged. I don't know if, maybe if I'm going too fast for you, Gary, let me know. All right. Battery number 3 charged. Now, LiPo batteries can be a testy customer, so you have to treat them carefully. Meaning that if there's ever any damage, any physical damage with a LiPo battery, you need to stop using it. Also, charging your batteries it's a good idea after you run a battery, LiPo battery. It's a good idea to let it cool down. Say 15 minutes. Use that as a benchmark. So what you don't want to do is run a battery and immediately charge it. Let that battery cool down. So cool down. We have these batteries numbered. Every battery has its own number. So I like to cycle my batteries, right? So you want to run that battery as much as possible, then go to your second, third, and so on. So you're not using one battery more than another. It's a constant rotation. Okay, so that way you'll get the most use out of them, the most lifespan. Okay, I think our aircraft is ready to go. Let's check out my controller. This is going to be making sure. I'm trying to pick out a takeoff point with a lot of debris. Okay. No apparent damage today. I will make sure. Thank you, sir. I will make sure my antennas are deployed There we go.
There you go.
Okay. So I'm going to use that. Okay, here we go. Ready to go. I've got. I do like to do a calibration. You should always do that before you take off to make sure your drone knows where you are in space, or it is. So I'm going to calibrate real quick. Okay. Firstly, spinning horizontally. And now vertically. All right, there we go. Okay. All right, greens all. I got green status all around here today. So we're ready to go. Okay, right now my battery is showing 12.8 volts. Doing pretty good at this point. I want to be on, and we're gonna go. We can fly until I want to be on the ground by the time my battery gets to 40%. Okay, that gives us a margin of safety, and you know, you got to make sure you have gas in your vehicle, you know, to get back to your home base safely. So it gives you a buffer, you know, so you're not caught somewhere. Not caught somewhere and run out of juice, you know, in an emergency, in a situation where you may not be able to get back.
Yep.
Okay, so right away, I'm going to take a little advantage of a little advantageous geography here. We're going to take off, and I've got a live truck sitting here right next to me. It's going to give me a little shade. So whenever I can do that, I will, because it's easier to see the stuff in shade. So my garden target sits roughly 30 yards to the east, or sorry, north of me. So, and I think, Andrew, I'm going to place you to start with. Firstly, I'm going to go up and get an overview shot.
Okay.
Right above this corner here.
Okay.
Looking down this way. So I'm going to place you probably about halfway up that fence line, so you'll have a better view.
Sounds good.
And you will be out of my shot, I believe.
Just let me know if you need me to move.
Okay. Okay, all right, here we go.
Can you still hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and I can hear you.
Okay, excellent. Okay, ready for takeoff. Okay, go up to about 10 feet above my head level. I'm gonna move out over the grass here, over the yard. And I'm moving into position next to my van here, so I have a perfect view of my entire flight area. I'm gonna do a little control check. Forward, backwards, laterally, up, down, everything's working today. All right, so there's our control check.
Okay.
Laterally left into position. Yes, sir.
Okay, you got about 15 feet from the fence, so you're good.
Yep.
You're above it as well.
Okay.
Another thing to say is just say, hey, I'm recording, blah, blah, blah. Put it on that.
Okay. All right. Okay, doke. I am rolling. I am recording.
You got a bird to just kind of watch out for.
See that? Thank you. Okay, yep, I got birds in the area.
Okay, bird seems to be gone.
Okay. Right now I'm at 80 feet. Battery's at 90%. Now I'm gonna do a little ISO shot on the side our Fox 6 sign right there.
Okay.
And I need you to let me know my distance. Just double check my distance because I'm gonna get down low.
Okay. Right now you're about 10 feet in front of it, and you're right at the same height level of it.
Okay.
Still about 10 feet away.
All right.
Five feet.
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna roll on this, and we're just gonna do a little helicopter shot. Come up real slow. All right, there we go. Okay, next, I'm gonna get those roses over here.
Okay. About 10 feet from the roses. About 3 feet.
Yep.
Just right above the trellis right now, height-wise.
I'm recording battery now 80%. I'm gonna try to get right in there close, and then
3
give me
feet.
Very good. Okay, Okay. I'm gonna back off and then climb up. Okay. All right, let's do. I'm gonna do a move.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do a visual audio handoff. Excuse me. Okay. So this will allow me to get closer to the garden, so we have more precise visuals.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you have the aircraft.
Okay, I have the aircraft.
You have the aircraft.
I have the aircraft.
Now I am free to move myself in location. I'm going to come around behind you.
Okay.
Keeping the...
Can you still hear me?
Yep, I'm keeping...
Okay.
Okay, I'm keeping the sun at my back. Okay, I have the aircraft.
You have the aircraft.
I have the aircraft. Now we are successfully handed off. Now I'm in a better position to see some more details in here I couldn't before. Andy, I will move you up to the... I'll go ahead and move you up to the south edge of the garden.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Okay, you're about 10 feet above that trellis.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to spin around to the east. And I know there's a little raised bed. I'm getting an ISO shot here. I'm going to get down on it as close as I can.
Trellis is about 5 feet behind you.
Thank you, sir. So I can laterally, I'm going to come towards you a little bit. Yeah, you're good. And I can sweep down the length of that bed laterally. come up
Still
just a
about 5
bit.
feet in front of
Yeah,
that
that's
trellis.
good. A lot of potential here in this garden. Battery is sitting at 62%. Plenty of gas left. And I surveyed this garden before, so I know what's out here. I'm gonna slag north, tilt up my camera. I know there's some flowers back here I want to see. Okay. I still have visual on my aircraft, and I still have good visuals on the aircraft.
Okay, you've just got that trellis about 10 feet in front of you, and this other one about 10 feet towards me.
Roger that. I'm going to move forward and
About 5
to
feet
about
from
this
the trellis.
point. Oh, that's perfect. Gives you that. While not moving behind an object, I still have perfect sight of my aircraft. Moving left, I can still see my aircraft. Good close-ups of these flowers right here. Okay, and I'm going to be advantageous here. I'm going to be advantageous. I'm going to start a new clip. I am recording again. Okay, I'm going to rotate to the north, and there's a compost bin right here that I need a shot of. So I can do a little maneuver. I can back up.
Okay, stop.
Yep,
You're
okay.
getting really close to that trellis.
Okay, thank you.
So if you go up about 3 more feet, you'll clear it.
Okay, thank you. Now I'm gonna descend and approach that compost bin while recording. All right, here we go. Let's see how greasy I can get. How about that? There you go, right in there with it.
Now you're about 5 feet from them now.
Okay. Battery's 52%. Okay. I'm going to be opportunistic again. And I believe, if I'm not crazy, I believe that is a gigantic rhubarb plant right there. Maybe. Should make that into a pie. Look at that. I ain't seen that since I was a kid. How about a little reverse and climb, and gives you a nice view of multiple raised beds back here. Just got to spend some time, clean it up. That's good. Give me something to do while we're quarantined. Spin around, got a big apple tree over here. I'm going to raise up my camera. Battery now at 47%. Little ISO shot. I'm approaching the apple tree. Pretty good look at it. I don't see any apples on it at this point.
Okay, you're probably 10 feet from a branch.
Okay, thank you. And how about I back off? We're at about 45%. I'm gonna back out.
Okay.
Okay.
It looks like you have good height to clear the trellis.
Okay,
No obstructions.
I'm gonna climb and back out. And I'm gonna get me one last establishing shot from the edge of the parking lot
Okay.
before we land. Okay, so I'm gonna start right about here-ish. And I'm gonna climb and move back.
Okay.
All right, not too bad. Right over, still recording, I'm right at my battery limit.
So you might want to head a little more away from this live truck
Yep.
to the west.
Got it? All right, it's gonna take over. There you go. Check right over.
All right.
Awesome.